Hello there, dear time traveler. What year is this? This is 2022, and you're allegedly about to possibly watch one of the best Company of Heroes 1 games in years. Jibber Jabber Jobber recommended us this replay. He's a CoH2 player, but he managed to see it on a CoH1 stream, and he said, the wider public needs to see this game. And he tracked down the players. And we've got the players' names right here. It's Demare with G43 Grenadiers. And if we unveil the map and get rid of Fog of War, we've got a player known only as BNC Zulano, #1 AVRE fan, Love Heart, as the United States in the north. I think the exciting thing is, in the south, we do have Panzer Elite played. I can actually confirm that this Panzer Elite we're going to be watching is the same Panzer Elite that was able to beat Devem in a friendly best of 3 recently. So Demare has shown astonishing signs of improvement. And look at this incredible tactic. This is amazing. He's taken the first G43 Panzer Grenadier and he's gone to the cut-off house of Angerville. People have only been doing this since 2008. So this is revolutionary stuff, guys. Revolutionary. However, he jumped out for a second, not wanting to be narrow-sided by the Jeep. In fact, he wants to do some health damage on said Jeep. Jeep's going to push him around, that little 30 cal. Inflict some health damage on him. Meanwhile, the little Kubelwagen, possibly eating some Hagen-Dazs, is now going to be jeeped in his face. Oh, this Jeep has been pesky. Let's just be completely honest. It's being annoying. Panzer Grenadiers standing by to do some good work against it. Angerville going for the classic split with the engineers capping up the west side. There will be no Malum strategies where you barbed wire the house because, of course, Panzer Elite don't quite have access to that kind of incredible technology. Jeep's a little bit worse for wear, so it's going to go into this engineer's loving arms and blow torches, but they are currently seen from the Panzer Elite position due to the hefty range advantage of being in the garrison. They jump out, but they know the exact position and they advance on them. They don't want to incur that repairing penalty, so the Jeep threatens and then reverses back away. This is nice harassment so far. We do have some more harassment coming in from these riflemen. However, Panzer Grenadiers are right on time to get into their own cut-off house and protect. So don't forget that they can see each other over the bush, as is the majesty of non-true sight gaming in Company of Heroes 1. Reverses back over the road. Tell you what, they want to repair here, but they're being pushed down a narrow alley, and there's no one to protect them. He's got a damaged engine on the Jeep. He's reversing all the way back. We do have rifles coming to try and defend this poor old lady who's going to have her handbag stolen. Oh, and the engineers could die here. Jeep's going to make a break for it down the road. Uses the bonus, but what good is it going to do? Oh, it is going to do enough. That's incredible there, using the bonus of the road to escape. And it kind of negated the damaged engine. And the Panzer Grenadiers are left looking like fools. Meanwhile, we've got an engagement here. Panzer Grenadiers just being absolutely notorious. I know there's 4 of the bastards in the field. We do have omnidirectional light cover in operation for those riflemen. They're fighting on both sides. Well, the ones that are alive are, and there aren't many of them anymore. Panzer Grenadiers yet again into the cut-off house. We've got G43 PGs ready to kill and retreat. There were 4 riflemen. There's now 3. Did I say 3? I possibly meant 2. And it looks like 2's what's going to make it back to base. To live to tell the tale, the awful tale of the retreat path that went wrong. Jeep's back. And there's a very low health PG there that could get hurt quite badly. He's going to jump into this garrison. And back out again. Just ducking and diving. Trying to survive in. And he died! What the hell is that? Come on, Demare, you can't afford that to happen. Maybe the Jeep was crawling in. Maybe he was locked in there. Maybe the Jeep had barricaded the entrance. Just took his eye off the ball momentarily after a great start from the French-Canadian. He's left holding his baguette. Okay, I won't get too stereotypical. We do have another low health PG there. He's got to be really careful in this case. And he's just about going to make it out of there. Jeep wasn't there to lick up the plate of milk that was left out for him. The metaphorical plate of milk as the Jeep advances. Again, this Jeep is monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. PGs left in the cold with a long retreat path once more. Only one of them surviving. Can he get there?
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
And he's going for the cutoff soon. No, can these Panzergrenadiers hold the fort? No, they're going to have to go back to base. Hopefully we've got healing soon. Oh, it's taking its time, isn't it? We have gone for Kampfgruppe Company. Of course, my Company Heroes 1 Panzer Elite knowledge is absolutely unbeatable. I can remember everything that comes out of all Panzer Elite buildings and the upgrades and the timing and the resource costs. I'm just not going to talk about it on casts because I don't want to confuse you guys. That's the situation we're in. My memory is faultless. Anyway, Jeep is just watching on as we... Is that some... Oh no, he's... Ah, that's... Of course it can. Yes, indeed. I remember this. The Kettenkrad can cap from behind the wall. It can also do this fuel point from behind this bush here. It's completely balanced in every way possible. Let's see, my memory is coming back. My faultless memory. Ah, so he built that to build this. I understand. I do believe that gives him access to more G43s if he wanted them. And it gives the infantry hot track, if I remember correctly. Yes, indeed. We all remember there's 3 types of Panzer Grenadiers. I'm just reading chat now in case chat's got some illicit info on this 2008 faction. Oh, God. Right, you've got Panzer Jaeger Command. Interesting. Good. Kettenkrad's going to go to the west side for the very first time. Jeep, look at the speed on that thing. It sees the Panzer Grenadiers coming in. We do have a mine waiting, and it's just as well. Okay, Panzer Grenadiers just going to get their plus 16 fuel back for the time being. How's the US player doing in terms of his technical supply depot down, indicating... what is that? We've got maybe motor pool out next. The traditional strat as US was to go straight for tank depot, but and we have had good amount of fuel control, to be honest. It's not been too shabby. Let's have a look. Let's have a little wait. Alright, got first construction. The armoured car, of course. The Dunth cannon of Doom. Going to be doing some sick 180 infantry wipes, no doubt. It is a weird position for the supply depot. I don't fully understand that. I don't think there's any benefit to that. It's usually put way back into base because the only strategic positioning of it is you don't want to lose it because of the economy advantages it gives. And these rifles could finish off the Kettenkrad. Indeed they do. Plus 9 XP going into their camp. And here it is though, the Dunth Cannon of Doom. The onomatopoeic death obelisk. I'm just woken up, guys. I don't know if you can tell. If I chat rubbish in this cast, if I say things that don't make any sense, just think, I know what waking up's like. I've done that before. It's one of those. There we go. We're going straight for motor pool. Interesting. Wonder what this will be. Maybe just the anti-tank guns. Let's go check out, see if we've got any signs of what he's gone. Airborne. Interesting. So he's not going to need an anti-tank gun from there because he could get them from the sky. But then we're probably going to be using that for strafe, most likely, because he's got air reconnaissance first. Very cool. Okay. It was an M8 I just saw popping out of there. Very briefly saw it. Ooh. Another juicy mine here. He's still yet to detonate. It's still yet to detonate that one. Did I speak too soon? Yes, I may have just done that. Jeep's gonna go hell for leather down there, but what a block by the linebacker Kettenkrad. Great work there. And the armored car was hot on his tail. Demer seems to have woken up in a savage way. He's ready to play now, and he's been able to kill that mine because the Kettenkrad just. I think somebody spotted it earlier. Must have been. Correct me if I'm wrong, chap, but I swear that G43 Panzer Grenadiers had an ability to very slowly walk up to mines and spot them or something. Look at this. The Jeep's pushing them around. Good work as the rifles. Yeah, Fieldcraft and Tier 1. Thanks, Smokoko. I thought so. The old memories are coming back. If you guys promise not to spoil this replay, I will introduce chat into the stream. But as soon as anybody suggests who wins or whatever, just clamp it down and create disinformation. As the Jeep, the heroic Jeep is taken out of commission. Good work there. The M8's now on the field. Not quite got his upgrades yet. As the flames of the engineers trying to burn him out of this house, the M8's watching on. Oh, nice shot on the retreat path there. Panzer Grenadier has been brutalized. As we do also have the anti-infantry light AT half-track. I think we've just had a cheeky squad wipe. I think it was the... I don't actually know what it was, to be honest. Probably bad casting. I was too busy focused on the centre. Maybe you guys picked up on it. Classic casting there. Good work. As we've got another thing emanating from Motorpool. I wonder what this could be. Right then. Why I call it the anti-infantry, anti-half-track is because this thing is incredible at sniping infantry. It's a beast at it, quite frankly. Right, PG's forced off. AC getting double repaired now. We've got heavy cover for this rifleman and engineer. Meanwhile, M8's going to come straight away down the road. In terms of victory points, of course, Demer has had the right side, so he's had a slight advantage, 480 to 405 thus far. Not too shabby. Second M8's the call from Zolonu, whatever his name is. He could bum rush the ATHT. It's possible. Got some Sturmgewehrs, these are now called Assault Panzer Grenadiers. Cheeky little mortar half-track from Demer as well. Not the best option when you're up against two M8s, but you know, if you can get that thing rocking all game long, it can cause a bit of a distraction to your opponent, a bit of a micro-tax. And here we go again. The cutoff is being neutralized. That's all it's going to be, though. Might want to retreat from there now. There we go. Meanwhile, we've gone defensive on the armoured car. Demer's treating Zolunu with a lot of respect here. He's going for the long-haul defensive bonus, which to me spells long game. Nice bit of preemptive grenading there. Was that the mortar? I think the mortar did a lot of work, and then it may have just been light. Probably the M8, though. I don't think there was any grenades, to be honest. I didn't see a timer. My brain just tried to explain why everything exploded, when in fact we had the mortar half-track lapping away. ATHT's yet to get an infantry kill. That is rare. The mortar's gotten 2. Armoured car's got an 8. Meanwhile, the M8s were on 5 kills for this bad boy and 1 kill for the second built M8 of the game. Harassment coming in the east on the munitions points. I'm getting into the swing of casting this now. We're 13 minutes in. Hopefully it's not been too tedious whilst I warm up. Just take a while to get back into casting CoH1. Rifleman behind the light cover shed there. They decide to retreat back to the no triage centre. That's dangerous. ATG is built. No need to get it from the sky above because, of course... And we've gone for a second ATHT. So he's going for some tread break-in strats here. It's going to be exciting. Good work. Meanwhile, we've got a flank coming in from the rifle, the engineer, and the M8. A little deployment group. They've been spotted, however, by the Panzer Grenadiers peeking through the bushes. Ooh. Tell you what, it's a low health PG there as the riflemen and engineers come in, but the ATHT gets a snipe on the infantry, just as we mentioned at the start of this cast. Meanwhile, in the east, do they have the possibility of a sticky nade? Doesn't seem like it. That was... Oh, there it is. It is. He was a grenade I spotted earlier. I thought he had grenades. I doubted myself. Never doubt yourself, ever. Well, you probably should sometimes. It's probably a good thing to do. This M8's in a bit of jeopardy. He needs to be careful. Don't know if he knows how close he is to imminent doom and disaster. There he is. Oh dear, that could be very dead very soon. Meanwhile, M8's got a damaged engineer. Armored car goes in. Where's this? What is he doing? Oh, he's got a destroyed engine critical. That's the problem. He got the tread brake off with the AT-HT. Well played by Demare. I didn't understand it because I didn't get my little CoH1 UI signifier. But you do get it if you click on the vehicle itself. It shows up with dark red at the back. Nice grenade. But no dice there. If you use overdrive to get into place on this other M8, we'll get past the ATG. More like it. There's a bit of a incendiary round from the mortar half track. Gets in the rear side. Thanks for the raid, Demare. You've missed some of the rustiest casting. And also, I'll ask Demare for to make it seem live. Please don't comment in chat yourself. Just watch on with voyeuristic time-traveling capabilities as the M8 gets a kill on the defensive vet, AC. I think Demare was being too clever for his own good there. As the Hetz is going to Hetz. He comes in with a hat full of Hetz. And with a lot of spite as well. The ATG does penetrate that frontal armor just about. But the Czechoslovakian... Is it Czechoslovakian? I want to say. The Czechoslovakian Pyramid of Destruction gets a fantastic first kill. Out of control, though, from the light armor penetration of the M1 Garands. We get veterancy 2 from that kill. Don't forget, the US veterancy is based on kills. That's a nice kill on the AT-HT. This game is all over the place, and I like it. It's messy. It's unpredictable, and it's been a good game so far. Meanwhile, yet another cut-off attempt. ATG is repositioning into the center. We do have binoculars popping for the Hetzer soon. Of course, this is off the tank destroyer doctrine. Wonder how many Panzer Grenadier... He's got one Panzer Grenadier he could go for the Shreks on if he wanted. Right. Close the distance with these Gavez, but he doesn't want to tango with the Vet 2 riflemen due to their accuracy bonuses. They're so lethal, especially with bars. And there we go. We've got more defensive veterancy coming in. Meanwhile, Hetz has been heavily hurt as the... What a snipe there. That is from the surviving AT-HG. This is not the one that got the kill on the Greyhound. This is the one that's been sniping infantry all game. Meanwhile, we're going to get the improved repair times from the Kampfgruppe company. Let's check on the victory point situation. It seems to have equalized quite a bit. Schützen Group. Okay, fair enough. So you can instruct the troops on tank awareness. It sounds to me like he's going through all the upgrades here. I'm not entirely... I think he's missing one of the buildings, so I'm not so sure we're going to go for the Panthers. But his infantry is going to have multiple capabilities, basically. He's not gone for the 4 men, though, quite yet. Meanwhile, the mortar, with its 3 kills thus far, has been a little bit pesky. Now there's 2 anti-tank guns on the field. It's almost like... What the hell is that guy's name? Zalunu has played into Demer's hands somewhat, because, of course, the incendiary barrage will be ultra useful. We do have Dexen in chat, who's a top-level CoH1 player. He'll be able to fill us in on some of the abilities that we can't remember. I'm all about you, chat. I can remember. I just don't want to make you guys feel bad, of course. Preemptive grenade there, doesn't do the damage, and he assaulted like a Soviet there, and that was not pretty. A lot of Panzer Grenadiers die, well, 2/3 of the entire squad. ATG's just dominating the center, hoping a vehicle follows the wheels of this previous vehicle, which is not to be. Zulu, that's an easier name. Zulu's thousands of them. I wish somebody had told me that before the cast. I could have introduced him in my Michael Caine voice. If you've never seen the film Zulu, by the way, guys, it's one of the most accurate representations of war in film history, along with Waterloo and Stalingrad and other such good films. From, I think it's 1950s or maybe early 60s British film, but it's very faithful, and it's not nationalistic. It just kind of tries to accurately represent the human story of the Battle of Rorke's Drift. It's a good film. So Zulu's representing that today. Look at that sniping capabilities through the hedge there. More of those PG grenades. Not doing that much, I guess. Is that what we're seeing? Or is he... Yeah, it must be. Anyway, back in base. Finally got the triage center. Or maybe it was there before. I just didn't spot it. It's certainly up now. Healing these squads and getting them back onto the field. The ATGs don't have prioritized vehicle in CoH1. That's one of the quality of life features CoH2 introduced. And that means they can occasionally snipe infantry, which is hilarious. So, Co giveth, Co taketh away. And he's definitely not going to be able to cap that plus 16 fuel. The music of CoH1's really kicking in now. We've got the choir going. We've got all kinds of good things happening. 3 infantry kills on the Hetzer. Too shabby.
Capturing speed has increased.
So we've got a very varied build from Demer, and no vehicles out currently for the US player at all. Not going too well for him, but we do have airborne, and I'm really waiting to see what we see from Zulu's airborne. We have now got strafing run. We've got enough munitions. We just haven't seen it quite yet. I'm sure he's waiting for the Panzer Grenadiers to assemble in a mighty tactical battle group in a line, and then he'll summon the P-47s to strafe the living hell out of them. Don't even know what he gets to XP for. He just shot something on the floor and got a kill. Surely there's no medics on the field, so... don't know what that was. He got a kill anyway. Good on him. Good on him, I say. Killing's good in war. Probably. There's a really hefty battle line he's drawn up here. I'm struggling to see how Zulu... If this is allegedly game of the year for CoH1, Zulu right now is just kind of smashing his face into a hard wall over and over again. That said, he has now been able to take this victory point. The Brownings are doing good work with the flamethrower support, pushing him off. So soon, well, actually, he's been able to push Demer's victory point count further below. Overdrive engaged as the AC gets away. Rifleman and AT gun aren't in position. AC's been able to strafe at will. Mortar half track's just being pesky for now as the G43 Panzer Grenadiers come into position to stop any further advance. We do have good mines set up by Zulu. You've got to hand it to the American player. He's had his plus 16 unharassed for a good amount of time, save for I think maybe 3 cut-off neutralizations at this point in time, something like that, maybe 4. Demer's not ventured forth to, well, now he is. That's probably the point I'm trying to make, to take these points, and he's feeling the hurt in that northeastern sector. Just feels like the Browning pressure with the... Now there's another M8 on the field. There we go, we've got 4-man squads on the field as well. So fully upgrade Panzer Grenadiers now. And there's something so chunky about 4-man assault Panzer Grenadiers with those Sturmgewehrs. It's so difficult, especially if they get defensive veterancy, which he has been able to get so far. M8 sneaks in and spots a Kettenkrad. Meanwhile, Hetzer's under a bit of jeopardy from the anti-tank guns as the riflemen push in from the western side. And what a little cheeky snipe there, taking out the Kettenkrad in the east. I tell you what, Zulu is kind of underrated in terms of his pressure that he applies. It's that blanketing pressure that you really don't feel until it's too late. He makes small little incursions here and there, small pushes. He keeps the AT guns kind of centralized, and he pushes up the rifle with flamer support. But it's on both sides, and that's the impressive thing. He kind of splits Demer up. And as we all know, Panzer Elite are kind of work at their best when they have overarching lines of fire and they can protect one another. So yeah, good suffocating play so far from Zulu. Just trying to preempt again with the grenades from him, but I haven't seen too much effect from that yet. 43 Panzer Grenadiers look like they spotted a moment to go and take the cut-off. Meanwhile, back in base, we're What are we building this time? Surely not. Is he that much of a fan? No, okay. Another anti-tank gun to join his club of anti-tank guns. 1, 2, 3 anti-tank. He's going to have 4. Wow. What's happening over here? The AC has got a heavily damaged engine. One of those 4 anti-tank guns. It's going to do the work, but he actually wimps out of the scenario. Ah, the mine kills him anyway. Maybe he knew something that Demare didn't, and that the mine was imminent. Hetzer's up to 8 infantry kills. 80 half-tracks just chilling in the centre. We've got Vet 2 rifleman, don't forget, with that superior throw of the sticky bomb. AT gun pushes up. Look, that's what I mean. Zulu pushes on multiple fronts at the same time. It's very well planned from the American player. It's one thing I've picked up on. I was kind of ragging on him at one point, thinking Demare had this, but before I knew it, Zulu had pushed up on us. Alright, we're going to go WSC next, so 4 ATGs. I do know that XCOM Reborn is as a fan of sniper play on this map versus Panzer Elite. He's been doing it for probably a decade, because it's probably a decade since I last watched him. But I do remember that's what he used to do. Airborne snipers against Panzer Elite. I know it's a thing. Can be played, it is possible. Oh, we've lost a vehicle, just as I look away. My bad. Let's try and work out which one it was. Oh, the no, the ATHT is safe. Well, these things happen with Panzer Elite. Kettenkrad, Smoko says. Thank you, Smoko. Well, we won't miss it. That's not a big boy. We're fine. We haven't lost a big boy. Look at this. He's just able to keep him at bay with the bars, it seems. Has he lost a Panzer Grenadier? He doesn't seem to have lost Panzer Grenadiers. Oh no, he has. At one point, he's lost a Panzer Grenadier at least. The pressure is just suffocating. Look at the grenades now as well coming in. Not preemptive that time, just right on the money. Causing Demare to retreat. Really good pressure. And a divergent play from Zulu with the AT gun spam and the infantry just pushing as one across the map. We're now going to have a rare triple cap coming in.
The enemy is seizing our
Hetzer looks like it's a Flammen Hetzer, but it is not. It's just a bit of flame on the barrel there. Look at this in the east, the M8's just... There's the veteran Panzer Grenadiers. I just thought we'd lost them for a moment, but you don't get the veterancy on the tool cards. Kettenkrad built yet again. He just needs it for the harassment capabilities, but I tell you, it's manpower he can ill afford to keep losing. Mortars up to 5 kills, and then a vehicle destroy at one point. Juicy. You have to say, it's really looking bad for Demare at this point. And do we have Tank Depot next? I wonder what he wants from WSC. It's taken a while to build. I think maybe he cancelled it and went back to it. Allegedly, veterancy was achieved.
The upgrade is complete.
Ah, he's gone for offensive on these guys. We're going to get veteran sergeants as well, which does indicate that we're getting all of the upgrades possible now. So we could be having some Panther Battle Group gaming. Still yet to see what Zulu is doing. He's tossed so many grenades. He's not got an airborne. He's just using standard rifle play with 4 anti-tankers. I think it's direct counter to Demare's vehicle play. And Demare's walked into a trap here, don't forget. Demare has gotten tank destroyer doctrine. It's the rear armour of the Hetzer has penetrated there. He's gotten tank destroyer. And yeah, that doesn't really work against 4 AT guns and bars and flamethrowers, does it? So it is a bit of a trap, and he's going to have to think on his feet. And change what he's going to do now. Alright. I'm just going to quickly flip over. I want to see what was built. Was it the sniper? There it is. Yes, as predicted, the sniper's on the field. We've got him on control group 1, so we can keep an eye on him. There he is, coming down the western side. Oh! Nice mine goes off there, killing multiple targets. That was a squad wipe, and an M8 goes down. Huge mine for Demare. Well played. That was a telemine by him. So he's getting good use out of Tank Destroyer doctrine there. I think he got a full squad wipe or maybe a flamethrower, it seems like. So, very good Telemine. Telemines get him back into the game. Vet rifle, Smoko says. Well played. A vet rifle indeed. Looks like he's just... Oh. Mortar getting a kill there. Cheeky kill. Unit, sniper's begun to open up. He got 2 kills so far. But that Telemine really helps him get back in the game. And we've always said mines win games. We've been saying it in the community for a very, very long time. That's a perfect showing of that. Fortunately, we're just about able to capture it on the cast, in the XP kickers at least. May have missed some of the pyrotechnics though. For Generation Zarok, indeed. As this Kettenkrad's been ultra sneaky. Just harassing his opponent, going for a full scouting mission, it seems. Just gonna hide. He thinks he got away with it, but I'm not so sure he did. Gonna keep getting reconnaissance for the rest of the game, it would seem. Is Zulu gonna deal with that? He needs to. It may be just distraction tactics. Hetzer's pushing up with that defensive veterancy. Snipes the anti-tank gun. Meanwhile, we've got G43 offensive. Panzer Grenadiers coming in. Look, oh, and they find the sniper. Sniper's going prone. That's a bad idea. Get out of there, Zulu. If you want to keep your sniper alive. Anti-tank gun sniped. Meanwhile, here come those Sturmgewehr-toting assault Panzer Grenadiers, forcing multiple units off. Just the mere threat of them. But the victory points remain in Zulu's hands. Oh, AC's got in for a sniper dive, but he can't get in on time. Yes, he can. Oh, but the mines detonate and kill the sniper in one. There you go. Mines are winning games all over the time. If it's a Telemine taking out a rifle and an M8, or it's a suicide and armoured car taking out the sniper. We didn't miss that one on camera. Definitely worth. A lot of manpower here for De Mare. Wonder what he's thinking. Gets to 1,000, of course, and get the Panthers in it. To be honest, I know he's not up against any tanks, but they do a surprising amount of anti-infantry work with the various machine guns on them. Not so sure he should think about that, though. Indeed, he's not. He's going to get the Vampire half-track instead from the Logistic Company. Good idea for him. By the way, the Kettenkrad did not live to tell the tale of his... little spy mission there. He was eventually taken out. You can see the charred remnants. Speaking of which, there's a lot of corpses on the battlefield now. We're beginning to heat up in this game. 33 minutes in. It is the kind of game I'd like to cast twice, just so I can cast with authority and professionalism, having remembered how the game works throughout the cast. Only by the halfway point do I begin to feel the game a little bit better. Sniper's pushing up. This is the original sniper. Looks like he built 2 and one was taken out afterwards. Panzer Grenadiers looking for a flank on the sniper. Can he get it off? Oh, what a mortar round there! Sniper's opened up. There's still 3 Panzer Grenadiers left, but we've got the Vet 2 rifleman ready to help out. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers lucky there. And they're going to get behind the heavy cover. The sniper's going to be in position to snipe very soon. Meanwhile, Hetzer's pushing in. Sniper unveiled! Oh, I thought the ATHT got him then, but didn't quite get him. What a mortar round. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers survive. Meanwhile, we've got good capping in the east from... There he is. He can see the mines. Of course he can. He's destroying them, but he's going to end up losing one of his soldat there. No, he's okay. He's okay. Look at this. Concentrated forces. Let's check out the kills on that mortar half-track. He's got 15 infantry kills. MGD there on the Hetzer. The AT guns push in. Zulu's not happy with that. I was calling him Zuluno, wasn't I? Lol. And, of course, it's the M10, the infantry crusher, out for Zulu. Unveils the vampire half-track. Hetzer's back and ready for Tango once more. That's a new Hetzer, actually. And we've got the AT-HT. Could have gone on a tread break off there if he was fast. Did not have the munitions. Only 8 on the that's not the AT-HT, that is. But it didn't have the munitions on it. Meanwhile, snipers forced away. I think the mortar half-track was doing a lot of the work there. Good work by this Panzer Grenadier in the east.
Panzer Grenadiers, ready for orders.
It's been a good game so far. It's had high levels of adrenaline-ridden action. Double defensive mortar half-track to keep it alive. I think the offensive veterancy doesn't really not affect in direct fire, so you may as well go defensive on a mortar half-track. That's the overall thinking there. Some may call it lazy from Relic, the whole offensive and defensive veterancy system. And of course, I think in Panzer, in Company Heroes 3 with the US, how that's going to work with the choices you get. I think that's going to be very exciting. It's kind of a little bit similar to Panzer Elite, but the abilities are all unique for every single unit. That's going to be super cool. But yeah, the one thing I do like about it is the choices you get. I think that's the cool bit of Panzer Elite's veterancy system.
We are losing a sector.
So Zulu's on his haunches a little bit here. He's pushed back. And yeah, there's a lot of fire coming his way. He has been able to push over to this east side. Those snipers open up. That's the original sniper. 8 kills on that bad boy now. Meanwhile, Demer's just pushing up his battle line now. He's got his 2 Hetzers. He's got his mortar half-tracks, plural. Just plugging away on his... This is what we asked for from Demer, don't forget. We said to Demer, we want a nice crushing from the M10. Disassembling the hedgerow. Taking out the AT-HT, who got too far forward. Now the Hetzer has to be careful as the sticky bombs come in. The gun has damaged on that Hetzer. It's a rare critical there. You do not see that in Company Heroes 2. What was I saying? We wanted this from Demer. We said that he has to vary up his strategy now. And the way he's done that, the divergence was the 2 mortars. And he kept the infantry bonuses, went 4-man on the Panzer Grenadiers. Meanwhile, Hetzer, plural, are in a bit of trouble. Preemptive grenade yet again! This time it was a nuclear pineapple from the Vet 3 rifleman. What a kill there. These preemptive grenades have been coming in all game long, and finally he's starting to see the benefits. The AT gun wall is raining terror down on Demer's light armor. This could be game. Another shot comes in from afar. Oh no, he's left with not much at all, and now Sacre Bleu, he's using the Marder of all things. When you've gone... Oh, I tell you what though, the Hetzer Marder combo getting immediate results. Meanwhile, Sniper needs to get out of there. G43 Panzer Grenadiers don't quite have the DPS on the move. Needed just a few meters faster. Can he get rid of some of the veterancy? He needs to be careful on his retreat path. He sensed it because the M10 could have hit the mine and killed them. But yeah, good play. By the way, he has taken a very low health Panzer Grenadier to cap the victory point. That's important because he's on 170. Oh, yes! Come on! A Jagdpanther's on the field. We're Jagdpanther, goddammit, and we hate you. Oh, yes, I haven't seen this unit in years. This thing's a fucking beast. Come on, baby. Hetzer, Vet 2, we don't need it anymore. Get out of there, Hetzer. We've got a Jagdpanther now. This is all we need. This M10. Oh, come on, Jagdpanther, stop being indecisive. Just kill everything with your huge cannon. Oh, look at that. Don't get anti-tank gunned in the face, though, too much, if you can help it. I'm trying to build you up here. This is genuine hype from my favourite Company Heroes unit. Oh, he kills infantry. He kills tanks. What can't a Jagdpanther do? It writes letters home to your girlfriend on your behalf. If you asked it to, I'm sure it'd be best man at your wedding. The Jagdpanther's just unstoppable. He's got 3 types of tank destroyer now. The Marder, not interested. Hetzers are good for a meme. Look at this big motherfucker. Oh. And we got a vampire half track. Oh, destroying mines here. The G43 Panzer Grenadiers just they could probably go for the fuel, to be honest, as well. Got low health though. Probably doesn't want to leave himself exposed. Yes, indeed, Zarok. Yeah, whatever, Zarok. It may be terrible versus anti-tank guns, but it looks cool. Let's just get on board with the Jagdpanther a bit more. I think it's probably the best thing we can do. What a beast! Love it. I'm gonna do some cinematography with the Jagdpanther, I think. Hang on a second. Get rid of my face. Get rid of the taskbar. Just look at this big thing. I want a. You can tell what I want. I want a thumbnail for my YouTube video. Don't worry, that was half-time speed.
We must injure the enemy and reduce his 300 points.
Right, we've got a Sherman on the field. That is the normal variety, the M4. It's not a good idea, unless he's got anti-tank gun support, of course. Yes, who will win? A? No, T or AT, Zarok? AT has more letters, surely that will... What a sticky through the bush on the vampire there. Immobilized critical, oh no. Ooh, good penetration there. If the M10 pushes in. Oh, that could be a kill. Needs to target it with the Jagd. Misses! Oh, don't worry, Marder's got you covered. What was that assault from Zulu? Don't forget he's got the faster repair speed for his Panzer Grenadier, so he could pull all the guys in now to get big Jagd on the field again. Uncle Jagd, as we'll call him. The Marder's a beast, yeah. Just very flankable, that's the Marder's problem. It's always been a fantastic anti-tank. Or a tank destroyer, rather, and Sherman's an interesting choice. Don't forget, that's great for victory point control, but with this amount of tank destroyers on the field, any tank's a bit of a strange choice. As was that tactical ploy from Demer there, as the double offensive vet PGs push in. Sherman's left exposed. Marder's coming in. Oh, very lucky to survive here, possibly, if indeed he does. Jagdpanther pushing in as well. He's looking for the kill. Can he get it? No. Exposing his rear armour, getting smacked on the bottom for his troubles. Glances a blow off the front there as the Panzer Grenadier is pushing as well. Jagdpanther hates you. Oh my god. Out of control he goes. His Mia Aura, and that was the Panzer, that was the Marder getting the kill there. I was going to say his Mia Aura destroys the M10. It's the idea of the Jagdpanther being close. Jagdpanther just killed a sniper, Syphilis says. Okay, that's awesome. Jagdpanther's killing snipers now. We'll take it. Best casting ever. Oh dear. Don't worry, there's another sniper. Well, and that squad just gets killed. Doesn't even retreat it. He's excited he's got a Jagdpanther as well. I mean, Demer's only human, everybody. Just because he stood a squad in front of multiple infantry of the opponent doesn't mean he's not excited for the Jagdpanther. That's all we care about at this point. It's devolved into just love of large tank destroyers. We all have a little bit of Hitler inside us. but this tank is very big. How can we lose the war? Exactly, Zarok. Big is better. Another preemptive grenade there from the Vet 3 rifles. You don't want to mess around with that. Can he get the squad wipe off? Oh, will he himself die as the AC goes into overdrive mode? Can he take the sniper out? Yes, he can. Can he take the Vet 3 rifles out? That's doubtful. Okay, he's going to get out of there. Zippity zoo. I'm an AC. What the hell is that? Mortar with a fantastic shot there on the engineers. The Vet 3 rifles are just absolute destroyers. Look at that. They threw a sticky bomb through the house into the mortar. Take away half of its health. To be fair, they are the best unit in Company of Heroes history. And I'm not saying that as a meme, just Vet 3 rifles. Die! Oh my god! They die there to everything. Just taking out the house. I was just picking them up just before the garrison is destroyed. The mortar gets the kill. Jagdpanther has its engine damaged as we've got slowed riflemen. So difficult to watch. They do indeed escape. Meanwhile, the AC has been an absolute nuisance as the mortar of destruction comes into the rescue, but the anti-tank gun saves its brother, but they're now an island of resistance. They're marooned. They need imminent help. Engineers come out. We've got a heavy machine gun. What's the good is that for? Tell you what, Zulu's throwing this now. This meme of a game. But I tell you, the anti-tank gun takes out the hero Marder. G43 Panzer Grenades, what are you doing? Meanwhile, AC fresh on the field, comes straight in and takes out the anti-tank gun. We do finally see that, but these guys are throwing multiple units. This is an absolute clusterfuck at this point, and it's joyous. Really is joyous to watch. Let's check out our relative forces. We've got Jagdpanther, Kettenkrad doing the repairs, Mortar half-track, Armoured car, and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Meanwhile, our US player, Zulu, he's got 2 riflemen and an engineer. That's not going well, is it? Well, he does have a superior victory point count. Very true, Zarok. He's very efficient. Losing the Vet 3 rifles doesn't just hurt, it's absolutely crippling. You saw how good the received accuracy was on those things. Is it me or was that heroic Marder, the one that's now dead? It kind of got so many just rampant, random kills, didn't it? Anti-tank guns being destroyed. Bit of extra veterancy there. I'm thinking it might be GG as well, Stormjäger. I think the messiness of my casting possibly contributed to the enjoyability of the cast as well. I'm hoping, anyway. Hopefully on YouTube it wasn't hideous to watch. I do find in my comfort zone is casting Wehrmacht versus US. Panzer Elite kind of take me out of said comfort zone. Then again, that's probably what Demer does to a lot of players with his very good Panzer Elite play. He takes them out of their comfort zone. And we did see a good attempted counter here from Zulu, but I have to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. His strategy was working. The double mortars were starting to hurt him, yes, but I did think he had enough. He had enough to keep going with what he was doing. You know, the veterancy on the rifles, the snipers, the mines, the anti-tank guns. It wasn't not working. You know, it was certainly a thing that was happening. Going at tank destroyer. Now, get the Shreks out. So yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like game at this point, unless Zulu can mount us an astonishing comeback. He's got an M10 on the field. Has he rebuilt any of his infantry? Not that I can see. Oh, nice snipe there from afar, taking out the AC.
Our brave infantry can now double their efforts against enemy tanks to take the field.
Double M10s, that's what he's spent his manpower on. M10s can't cap, but that doesn't matter because he's actually got both victory points back again. He's used them. I was giving him a eulogy here. I was putting him in the obituaries, and suddenly the double M10 comes right around the corner and snipes Jagdpanther's not happy with that. Come on, you can crush that Jagdpanther. You can crush anything. You can do anything. Oh, here he goes. So this is what was trying to be countered by Zulu originally. It's the tank buster Panzergrenadier with the double Shreks. So that's why he went for an infantry and anti-tank combo. Out of control he goes. So he faked it, Demare, went double mortar instead, and really got back into the game. And now that we'd finally see the M10, well, we're getting M10s and it's kind of a combo. And then the Shreks are waiting for them. Triple offensive. G43 Panzergrenadiers. Jagdpanther only has 7 infantry kills and no vehicle destroys as the Panzergrenadiers are forced away. Very low health on the remaining soldat there. Good flank coming in from Demare, keeping the anti-tank guns honest. There's no counter out, so he's pretty much snookered. And we got a new... Oh god, what was that? That's my hotkey for going to the follow unit button, CoH1. It doesn't work in this one. AC comes in on the flank and he finds the sniper. He's trying to target him. Sniper goes into cloak mode, and that's one dead anti-tank gun thanks to the arriving M10. Just needs to penetrate. Can't do so. AC has the maneuverability to get away, and we've got an immobilized critical on the mortar half track. Vet 2 riflemen die as the armored car does as well. Look at all this renovations that the Jagdpanther has done. Completely leveled this entire place as the M10 pushes in. He's going for airborne. We're 51 minutes into the game and Zulu has no sign of quit in him quite yet. Go for airborne at this late stage because quite frankly I don't think he has any rifles left. No, indeed. He has none. He's got a sniper, an engineer, and now airborne. Maybe he'll go recoilless rifles as well. We'll have to wait and see. Fresh hits from the field for Demare. His composition does include these Panzergrenadiers, both of which are Vet 3, so it's going to be his game to lose. Airborne jump in for a cheeky southern victory point flank. Hets it in an interesting position there. Sniper! Oh god, Sniper, what are you thinking? He's trying to waddle away. There's the 30 cal, surprisingly rescuing the Sniper. M10 pushes in, as do the tank busting Panzergrenadiers. Tank destroyer, M10 tries to get out of there. Main gun destroyer critical. Jagdpanther can't get the kill, but the Shrek certainly can, and he crushes the engineer. Oh no, that's not what Zulu needed. Meanwhile, Hetz's main gun's been destroyed, but that kill on the engineer is not what we needed to see. Get veterancy on the anti-tank gun, yes. Jagdpanther in a spot of bother. Shots from afar as the recoilless rifle airborne putting in the hurt. This is a triple cap. This is a triple cap for Zulu. This guy does not know when he's dead. Somebody please tell Zulu he's lost this game because he doesn't seem to understand what you're saying. He's pushing in anyway. The sniper's causing havoc. Somehow it's still alive. And yet again, going for another M10. What is happening in this game? It's been so messy. It's not been CoH1 at its finest, but it's been CoH1 at its most joyous. It's been an absolutely crazy game. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Jagdpanther pushing airborne around right now. Such penetration there, but such a high health bar. He strafes it. He's getting desperate here. Just trying to keep him off the victory points, I guess. Or keep these PGs away whilst the airborne try and kill the Jagdpanther. Bounces a shot there from the... defensive veterancy on a Jagdpanther. That's so difficult to counter. Oh, look at that as well. Targeting the MG. Sniper gets Vet 2. Flank in from the tank buster Panzergrenadiers. Look at the health damage they do to the AT gun there. Did you see that? The white bar just absolutely gets crippled. They destroy the anti-tank gun. And 12 victory points remain as the AC goes hunting. Zulu now has a Sherman coming out. Oh, he's so close to spotting him. There he goes. It's such a fun cat and mouse game. The decloak radius on the AC is quite low, but they have the speed to try and find them. Important capping from a new Kettenkrad. Kettenkrad the 4th on the western side there. 55-minute game now. Airborne coming back down. Only 12 victory points remaining. What are we going to get next? What does he have in the tank? Demer has 500 manpower left. Zulu has 200. Been using the supply drops a lot, it seems. That seems to be one of the main things he's been doing with Airborne, to be honest. Just used fire up, and now he's firing down.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Sherman's going hunting for the Kettenkrad. Will Kettenkrad the 4th be Kettenkrad the last? That mine from Zulu's done nothing. What was that point in that mine? Very odd positioning there. Sniper's been found out. Don't know why he's worried. Oh, yes, that's why he's worried. AC's going in for him. Do we have any defences? Doesn't look like it. Sniper's going to have to jump into the headquarters and I hope not to be critted. He's dead. Let's go back to Demer being the blue player. There's the Kettenkrad AC combo. Just wrecking havoc. Airborne capping the victory point here, but the northern one's now being capped. It's got to be game, surely. Unless this Sherman is piloted by 5 Brad Pitts, or is it 4? I think they have a crew of 4, don't they, Sherman? Commander, driver, loader. Hull gunner. Oh, that's the loader, isn't it? I don't know. Something like that. Oh my god, he's gone for a crocodile Sherman at this. I did not spot the second barrel there. Jagdpanther versus crocodile Sherman, the ultimate confrontation. Immobilized on the AC. Still got a good amount of health though. What's in the western side? Airborne have been forced off. They don't like it over there. Zulu is definitely out at this stage, surely. Crocodile Sherman's no damaged engine on that thing, so he can continue to harass on the western side. I don't think Zulu has anything at this point. Yes, he's got 4 units, one of which is this rifleman. He's got a new M10. He's going straight in for the Jagdpanther. Now that is I should censor that really. That shouldn't be allowed to be seen before the hour of 9 o'clock. Disgusting cannon on cannon action. Docking with one another. Hideous to see, but oh well. Ouch. Telemine Jagdpanther combo. No. Oh god. Okay, he's really got the kills in now, hasn't he? Hee hee. I think that means GG. Bruh. I think that's game. Yeah, I think that may be game, Zulu. You have no arms, legs, or face. And it's been like that for 10 minutes. Yeah, it didn't make much sense, but not a lot in that game truly did. The strategic battle in the early game was fun, and the mid game, and the late game. But the uber late game was just silly. But it's fun to watch for certain. Right then, is that game? Certainly seems that way. Was that an offensive GG perhaps? Is that it? Oh, we know that's game, surely. I'm going to ×2. He's just... Oh, the game, same as in CoH1, the game lags when you drop. Fair enough. Thank you, Demer. And well played, Demer, on a fantastic and insane coming here as one game. I do think that deserves the title insane, or possibly crazy for the clickbait in the YouTube. But yeah, cheers for the replay. And thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good one. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, it's good to watch some CoH1, even if we do forget what half of the things do, and we slowly have to remember, and then we don't cast another one for a year.